Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to all. Welcome back to Tibyaan program. Actually, today someone else had to do the qiraat, but I forgot to say someone. Anyone would like to do the qiraat can do it.
Can I?
Yes, Aksa.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحاقة ما الحاقة وما أدراك ما الحاقة كذبت ثمود وعاد بالقارية فأما ثمود فأهلكوا بالطاغية وأما عاد فأهلكوا بريح صرصر عاتية سخرها عليهم 7 ليال و8 أيام حسوما فترى القوم فيها سرعا كأنهم أعجاز نخل هاوية فهل ترى لهم من باقية.
MashaAllah, Jazakallah khair Aqsa. Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Amma ba'd. فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. As I said, welcome back to the Tibyaan program. So, today is a Thursday. So Thursday, for the first half of the class, we'll have the tajweed class. Then, in the second half, we can do a few ayahs of Surah Al Baqara. We'll start with the class. I'll start with the tajweed class. All of you can open your notebook. If you're keeping one, you can open your notebook. Yeah, so I'll share the screen. So I had said last week what you're going to learn this week. No, last week I told. Little more is left of the noon, sakinah, and tanween rules. So the noon, sakinah, and tanween rules, little are left. 2 more are left. What we discussed earlier, I'll take a revision. So what we discussed earlier was first we discussed ilhar. Ilhar is meaning is clear. So in ilhar has 6 letters: hamza, ha, ain, kha, ghain, gha. Ghain and ha. Okay, so these are the 6 letters of ilhar. So when after noon sukun or tanween comes, after noon sukun and tanween, if these 6 letters come, then you should read it clearly without gunna. So that is ilhar. Then we learned about idgham last week. Last week there was a holiday. So last week what we learned was idgham. So there are 2 idghams: idgham with gunna and idgham without gunna. So idgham with gunna are 4 letters: ya, noon, mim, and waw. And idgham meaning which we learned is merging, mixing two words together. And with idgham without gunna, letters are lam and ra. So if after noon sukun or tanween, if ya, noon, mim, or waw comes, you should do the merge. You should mix them. Plus you should do the gunna. If lam or ra comes, you should mix them, but do not do the gunna. So those are the differences between idgham bi gunna and idgham bila gunna. So today you're going to learn another one, iqlaab. So what you're going to learn is iqlaab. Yeah. So today I was quite busy today, so that's why I could not prepare proper slide. That's why I don't have much in my slide. So I've just put the definition and the letter what to do. Like, so today we're going to learn 2 things, either iqlaab as well as ikhfa. So first let's go to iqlaab. Yeah. So okay. I hope all of you can see the screen. Okay, so iqlab. The only letter for iqlab is ba. So we all know the classification of letters. So letters in idhar are six, which is hamza, ha, ain, ha, and wain, kha. Six, and four. Even in idgham together is six. Four for with gunna, idgham with gunna, and two for without gunna. So totally it is 12 letters. Um, so iqlab here contains only one letter, which is ba. It has only one letter, ba. So the only letter ba. So that is the letter. So in next thing, what do we do when iqlab comes? So iqlab, it's not hard to find it. To find it, it's very easy. See the others, idgham, ilhar, and all, they will be in the Quran. There's no special sign for them, but iqlab has a special sign. I've not mentioned it here. I'm just saying it. So it's a very important point. Iqlab only has a special sign, which is a small meme. So you may have heard of, you may have seen meme, a small meme in the Quran. In the Quran, there'll come a small meme. Even when we
I
learn
have seen in many places.
yeah, yeah. Even when we learned the rules of stopping, we learned about a meme. So that meme and this meme are different. I think Ihsan asked that question. So that meme is for a collab. This meme, I'll show you an example. Surah Al-Layl, you all know. Wama man bakhila. You can see the meme. There's a small meme. Whereas the stopping meme is different. I've showed you the stopping meme. Most of you have it in your books. So the stopping meme is this, and the meme for iqlab is different. So iqlab is the full meme. This is only the half of the meme, the stopping sign. So yeah, Ihsan was asking that question. Yeah, so this has a special sign, which is the meme, a small meme. So that is a sign. The letter is ba. So what is happening here? So when a noon sukun or tanween, when noon sakina means sukun, when a noon sukun or tanween is followed by ba, is followed in the sense, after noon sukun and tanween there is a ba. If there is a ba, there should be a meme sign. Remember this point. If there is a ba after noon, sakin, and tanween, there should be that small meme which I told. The symbol should be there. If that is not there, that means there is no rule here. So that will be there every place. If you can see the whole, if in the whole Quran, after noon, mushaddada, tanween, if a ba is coming, then there should be a small meme over there. Yeah, so what do we do here is easy. So when it's after noon sakina tanween is a ba, then you should remove the noon and pronounce it as meme mushaddada. So you have to, this is the like science, like normal fact. You have to remove the noon and pronounce it as meme mushaddada. So in terms of how we learned, like we learned in the family way, right? So we learned that we learned ikhfa is the eldest boy, like that. If we say like that, iqlab is a girl. So all of you know, whenever there's a girl, you should do gunna. So like it's like, so you can take it that way. So we have to do gunna. Anyways, when we are doing meme mushaddada, we should do gunna. That's why there is gunna here. And the reason for this, the reason for removing the noon and making it a meme, why are we making it a meme? There's no like actual reason, but what we like many people made, like what I learned, what my teacher taught, like how I put it in the funny manner. So me, iqlab has only one follower, so we learned as followers, right? Iqlaab has one follower, which is the letter ba. So the letter ba is iqlaab's follower. So if the letter ba, this letter ba has a best friend. So uh, so iqlab also has a meaning, Mr. Flip, Mrs. Flip. Flip in the sense you should flip it. So the meaning contains what we have to do. So if the letter ba has a best friend, so its best friend is meme. Think it that way. The best friend is meme. So after noon mushaddada and tanween, if a ba comes, then if the ba comes after noon mushaddada tanween, then the ba will flip into its best friend meme. So that's how I learned. So that is the funny man. So if you the real thing is the ba will the noon will be meme. So after noon sukun and tanween, the noon will be meme. The ba will flip the iqlab will flip the noon to meme. So you have to flip the noon to meme. So this also, so that is the thing what you do here. You should remove the noon and make it to meme. Pronounce it as meme mushaddada. So that is why meme mushaddada, because there's already a small meme in the already there's a symbol of a small meme. So two memes are meme mushaddada. So that is collab. So this is a very easy rule. Since I said it like turn, flip, everything, you may have got confused. So just remember it this way, easy way. So if the letter is ba, the symbol is the small meme. So what happens here is the only thing you have to remember. The noon sakina, if the noon sukun or tanween is followed by a ba, then you have to remove the noon and make it to a meme mushaddada. That's the only rule which you have to remember. So that is iqlab. One example I have, only one example. I didn't have time for finding examples. So you may have. I tried to make it like a challenge for you guys. Um, maybe for next Tuesday you can get some examples of iqlab, maybe one or two. So I've given example here. We can practice it here. So you know this ayah. Most of you know it. Surah Al in Juzamma. So here you can see وَأَمَّا مَنْ بَخِلَ وَاسْتَغْنَى وَأَمَّا مَنْ بَخِلَ وَاسْتَغْنَى وَأَمَّا مَنْ بَخِلَ وَاسْتَغْنَى. So here وَأَمَّا مَنْ بَخِلَ. Okay, 1 minute. Actually, I'm sorry. It's not meme mushaddada. You have to not pronounce it at meme mushaddada. You have to do gun actually. This is a mistake. I'm sorry. So you have to not. There's no meme mushaddada here. Yeah. So you have to make it into gunna. You have to pronounce it with gunna. So وَأَمَّا مَنْ بَخِلَ مَنْ بَخِلَ. There, then here you can see a noon sukun. After noon sukun, you can see a ba. I hope all of you can see. You can see a ba here. Actually, if there were no rules for this, it'll be when you read it, it'll be وَأَمَّا مَنْ بَخِلَ مَنْ بَخِلَ. That is how you read. But since there is a rule here called iqlab, what you have to do, you have to follow the rule. وَأَمَّا مَنْ بَخِلَ. So also what I told was true. So when iqlab comes, like when noon sukun comes, after noon sukun ba comes, there will be a meme sign. All of you can see a meme sign here. Meme sign. The meme sign is there. So it will be there whenever a noon sukun or tanween, after noon sukun or tanween ba comes, um there will be a meme sign there. So how you have to read it? You have to read it with gunna. What you have to read it not only with gunna, you have to remove the noon and make it a meme. So you have to make it like mam bakhila wa amma mam bakhila. I know most of you would read this correctly because all of you have learned this surah. But if this comes anywhere in the Quran, if this meme comes anywhere in the Quran, then you should do the gunna, as well as you should make it into a meme. So that is iqlaab. So we'll go to the next zone. Um, so that is iqlaab. We have finished iqlaab. Now today we are going to learn one more. So this is ikhfa. Um, so ikhfa. Again, I didn't have time, so I didn't pronounce the meaning and everything. So ikhfa, the name of the ikhfa meaning is hiding. So we have made like for everything we have made a name, right? So either Idhar is Mr. Clear, Idgham is Mr. Merge and Mrs. Merge, Idgham bigunna and Idgham with gunna and Idgham without gunna, which is that is Mr. Merge and Mrs. Merge. So next is iqlab, Mrs. Flip. It is Mrs. Flip, and now it is ikhfa. This is also a girl, so you have to do gunna. So this is called Mrs. Heidi. Heidi. Mrs. Heidi is
Kannan, your voice is breaking.
okay. For everyone, is it breaking?
Your voice is breaking.
Your
Hello.
voice is breaking.
Okay. Yeah, my internet connection is showing it's unstable. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now okay.
I'll switch off my video.
Okay, fine.
Okay. Um. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, now we learned ikhfa. So ikhfa, I told you the ikhfa meaning is Mrs. Heidi, the name which we give like for simple for humor sense, Mrs. Heidi. So what? So I'll just discuss in summary of ikhfa. So except the letters, the other letters, which is for iqlaab, idgham bi gunna and idgham bila gunna and ilhar. Except these letters, all the letters are ikhfa. So this lady or this girl is very very good or very beautiful. So many people follow them. Many people follow it. So many letters. So all the letters are. You can see the letters. 1 minute. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, so the letters, there are many letters for ikhfa. So those, just say the letters. You can see in the screen ta, tha, jim, da, za, za, sa, shin, sad, la, ta, la, fa, qaf, kaf. So these are the you can count them. These are actually 15 letters. So 15 letters belong to ikhfa rule. So what happens in ikhfa? We'll see. So when noon sakina is followed by these letters, these 15 letters, what you have to do is, because see, ikhfa meaning which I told you is Mrs. Heidi, right? So Mrs. Heidi, what she does is hide. So she does is what she does is hiding. So when noon sakina or tanween is followed by these letters, you have to hide. Okay, you have to hide the noon, and you have to do gunna. So many of you know this. I've said it in many. So I have not given any examples. You can see everywhere in the Quran. This ikhfa comes many places, even which we learned last week, I guess. The 21st and 22nd ayah, there is ikhfa. Yeah. So here, wa anzala. So here you can see that noon sukun, after noon sukun is a za. Za. So za is a letter of ikhfa. So you can see za is a letter of ikhfa. You can see here. So you have to do gunna and you have to hide the noon. So how do we read it? Yeah. So how do we read it? Wa anzala. You're seeing that I'm not removing the noon, but I'm hiding it. So I'm not saying wa anzala. Yeah, I'm not doing idgham. Ikhfa and idgham, many people make have confusion in that. What's the difference? So I'm saying many people even don't know that. Like many people who have learned tajweed properly doesn't know the difference between idgham and ikhfa. Many people think it is same, but idgham we are doing the merging, so it's different. Example in the same ayah, firashan was so here, when we're reading it, firashan wasama. When we finish this word itself, we are going to the next word. Firashan wasama. Because we're not really we are going to the next word continuously. Like we're merging them. That's the mean. So we are doing gunna. So both of them we do gunna. But the difference is here we are not at all reading the noon properly. You can see, you can listen properly. Firashan was you can see that I'm not doing the noon sound is not heard from me at all because you're merging them. But here you have to hear the noon sound. The noon sound should be heard little. You have to hide the noon. You have to not remove the noon. وأنزل أنزل. It should not be وأنزل you have to not remove the noon. The noon should be heard little. وأنزل. You have to do gunna there as well. You have to hide the noon. So even after some one, you can see one more example itself here itself. من السماء وأنزل من السماء ماء فأخرج. Here you can see after the tanween the letter fa comes. So I've just told you ikhfa letters. So ikhfa letters, the fa is there. So fa is an ikhfa letter. You can see. So you have to do gunna there. So how do we read it? You have to do gunna, but you have to not merge. So it should not be ma'an fa'akhraja. That's wrong. Ma'an fa'akhraja. An fa'akhraja. The noon sound should be heard little. So uh, there should be a noon sound heard little. Even there are many places even in this ayah itself. So here in the last you can see فَلَا تَجْعَلُوا لِلَّهِ أَنْدَادًا أَنْدَادًا. So you can see after noon sukoon is da. So dal is a letter. 1 minute. Um, okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, so da is a letter of ikhfa. So you can see here da is a letter of ikhfa. The letter da. So you have to do unna and you have to hide the noon. Um, so here the and the it should not be the it should not be like that. And the you have to do gunna plus you have to hide the noon, not merge it. You have to not merge. You have to not do the gam. So that's the difference between the gam and ikhfa. Even here again, wa antum after noon sukun ta is coming. Wa antum ta is coming. So ta is also a letter of I mean ikhfa. You can see ta, the letter ta is also. So you have to do gunna and you have to hide the noon. So wa antum. So you have to not do so much gunna. You have to not do wa antum. That is not correct. So you have to do little gunna. Wa antum. That's enough. So you have to do gunna there and you have to hide the noon. So that is ikhfa. So today we learned, I'll just conduct a summary to what we learned today was two rules. So two rules were iqlaab and ikhfa. Iqlaab and ikhfa. So in iqlaab we learned that there is only one letter which is ba. So in iqlaab in iqlaab there is a sign, there's a special symbol. Only iqlaab has, no one else has. So that's a small meme. It's a full meme but a small one. So it is different from the meme of stopping. Meme of stopping is different and this is different. And what we do in iqlab is when a noon sukoon is followed or a tanween is followed by ba, you have to remove the noon and pronounce it as gunna. You have to remove the noon and pronounce it as meme with gunna. So it's not meme mushaddada. Pronounce it as meme with gunna. Meme with gunna. Yeah, so you have to pronounce it as meme with gunna. So I gave an example. وَأَمَّا مَن بَخِلَ وَأَمَّا مَن بَخِلَ مَن بَخِلَ. So you have to do gunna there. So I've told that. I'm sorry. Yeah, so I was saying, oh, yeah, we have to do gunna there. We have to do meme with gunna. Yeah, so you have to do meme with gunna in iqlaab. Then we learned ikhfa. Ikhfa, all the letters which are not of idgham and ilhar and iqlab, they come in ikhfa. So the letters are, there are 15 letters. The letters are ta, tha, jim, dal, za, sin, shin, sad, la, ta, la, fa, qaf, kaf. So these are the 15 letters. So what do we do in ikhfa is when a noon sakina is followed by any of these 15 letters, then you have to hide the noon and pronounce it with onna. Um, so that is ikhfa. We discussed many examples as well, and even we discussed what's the difference between idgham and ikhfa. So idgham you should merge it, ikhfa you should hide it. Two difference. So while hiding, the noon sound should be little heard, but while merging, the noon sound should be almost removed. So that is the difference. Yeah, so that's all what we learned. I hope all of you have noted it in your notebook or noted it somewhere. So I've not given the proper, like for idhar and idgham. I've done it properly today. I didn't have much time, so I didn't do it properly. Um, so for examples, even examples, usually I give many examples. Today for iqlab I gave only one example. So what I want you to do, at least until next week on Tuesday, until for next week I want all of you to find any one of you to find one or two examples. 1 minute. Yes, I want you guys to find one or two examples of meme of iqlab. So there are many examples in the Quran, so you can find any. Yeah, so that is a tajweed class. We can finish the tajweed class. Now we can learn Surah Al Baqara. So yeah, we can learn Surah Al Baqara today. I'm choosing two ayahs. 1 minute. Uh,
Hello. Hello. Hello.
yeah. I'm sorry. I had to go. Yeah. So yeah. Now you can learn Surah Al Baqarah, number 23 and 24. So yeah. I chose only two ayahs because we can finish the page. So as I told in last class, this week will be different. So on Tuesday, you guys won't be reciting to me. You guys should recite to me on WhatsApp until Tuesday. And on Tuesday, we'll conduct like the revision, the 2 pages revision. We'll conduct that revision, inshallah. Okay, so today we can start with ayah number 23 and 24. Okay, so first I'll read it, then I'll explain the tajweed rules. Okay, yeah. So we can start. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وإن كنتم في ريب مما نزلنا على عبدنا فأتوا بسورة من مثله وادعوا شهداءكم من دون الله إن كنتم صادقين فإن لم تفعلوا ولن تفعلوا فاتقوا النار التي وقودها الناس والحجارة أعدت للكافرين صدق الله العظيم. Okay, I'll start explaining both these ayahs. So the tajweed rules in these ayahs. So even in the first ayah, there are many like gunnas. So it will be very good for us to revise like what we learned in the past weeks. We learned about noon, sukun, and tanween. So all of them are coming here. So it will be good to revise them. Yeah, I'll start with the tajweed class. وَإِن كُنتُمْ فِي رَيْبٍ مِّمَّا نَزَّلْنَا وَإِن كُنتُمْ. Here, noon sukun. After noon sukun, a kaf is coming. We just now learned about this. If a kaf is coming, it's ikhfa. So we learned about it right now. The kaf is a letter of ikhfa. You can see the letter kaf is ikhfa letter. So you have to hide the noon with gunna. وَإِن كُنتُمْ وَإِن كُنتُمْ again وَإِن كُنتُمْ. So kuntum. So here a noon sukun. After noon sukun is a ta. Ta is also a letter of ikhfa. You should hide the noon with gunna. وَإِن كُنتُمْ فِي رَيْبٍ مِّمَّا نَزَّلْنَا في ريب راء تفخيم راء should be تفخيم ريب مما نزلنا so here you can see after tanween raibim, this is tanween kasratain. So after tanween there's a meme. So as I told, we have learned it in last week. It is a idgham. It's an idgham. So idgham, why is it an idgham? The meme letter is an idgham letter. I hope all of you remember. So the meme letter is an idghar. I mean, idgham letter. That is idgham bi gunna, idgham with gunna. So you have to do gunna there. You have to merge plus do gunna. في ريب مما نزلنا. So here mimma, this word itself has two gunnas. So first fi roibim, there one gunna, then mimma, there another gunna. So fi roibim mimma. Rehan, try not to use the chat box and try to concentrate on what I'm saying. The tajweed class, what I'm saying about the tajweed, so that you can you can read the ayah without any mistake. And do not chat. Do not write anything in the chat. So fi raibim mimma. I told there's two gunnas. Fi raibim mimma. You have to do both the gunnas. نزلنا على عبدنا على عين comes from the throat عبدنا عين from the throat and ba qalqala. Why you should do qalqala? Ba sukun. Ba is a letter of qalqala. The letters are qaf, ta, ba, jim and dal. All of you know it. So ba with sukun you have to do qalqala. على عبدنا فأتوا بسورة من مثله فأتوا بسورة من مثله فأتوا. So Hamza sukun, there should be a like zap sound. I've told in zap sound. It should not be qalqala. It should be fa to, not fa to. Fa is wrong. Fa to, fa to be surah. So you can see fa to be surah. To here also there are many unnas together. To be suratim mim mithli. There are two unnas together. First unna, to be suratim. That is one unna. Then mim mithli. Another two unnas. So to be suratim mim mithli. The two unnas you should do perfectly. So, من مثله وادعوا شهداءكم. وادعوا. دا with سكون. It should do قلقلة. Da is a letter of قلقلة. وادعوا شهداءكم. وادعوا. Ain from the throat. Ha also from the throat. شهداءكم. Shuhada. There's a mad there, so you should do 4 to 5 counts. That mad should be done 4 to 5 counts. Shuhadaakum min dunillahi. So shuhadaakum min dunillahi. You have to do gunna here. شهداءكم من دون الله. شهداءكم. Here also you have to do two unnas together. First شهداءكم min, then you have to do min dunillahi. Here why you should do unna? We learned noon. Right now we learned noon with sukun. After it is a da. Da is a letter of ikhfa. So I mean, 1 minute. So, da is the letter of ikhfa. Yeah, da is the letter of ikhfa. We learned right now. So you should do you should hide the noon and do gunna. Min dunillahi in kuntum sadiqeen. So you have to do again two gunnas together. In kuntum. This is the same thing which was there in the starting of the ayah. In kuntum, there also wa in kuntum. So you have to do two gunnas together. Why it is an ikhfa? Ikhfa you should do gunna. Sadiqeen, sadiqeen, off from underneath the tongue, lowest part near the throat. So you have to pronounce cough properly. So that's ayah number 23. I'll read it again. وَإِن كُنتُمْ فِي رَيْبٍ مِّمَّا نَزَّلْنَا عَلَىٰ عَبْدِنَا فَأْتُوا بِسُورَةٍ مِّن مِّثْلِهِ وَادْعُوا شُهَدَاءَكُم مِّن دُونِ اللَّهِ إِن كُنتُمْ صَادِقِينَ. So that is ayah number 23. So we'll go to ayah number 24. فَإِن لَّمْ تَفْعَلُوا. Here فَإِن لَّمْ. This is idgham bila gunna, idgham without gunna. We learned it last week. After noon sukun or tanween, if lam comes, lam or ra, here lam came. That's why you should do idgham. Idgham means you have to merge, mix them. So you have to mix, but you have to not do gunna. Fa'illam, that much. Now you have to not do fa'illam, that is gunna, but you have to not do gunna. Fa'illam. فإن لم تفعلوا ولن تفعلوا. تفعلوا fa has sukun, but you should not do qalqala. You should not do like that. And ayn comes from the throat. ولن تفعلوا. You have to, after noon sukun there's a ta. After noon sukun there's a ta. We learned right now it is ikhfa. So you have to do you have to hide the noon with the gunna. وَلَن تَفْعَلُوا فَاتَّقُوا النَّارَ الَّتِي فَاتَّقُوا. So you have to this hamzatul wasl, you have to remove it, this thing. So you have to join فَاتَّقُوا النَّارَ الَّتِي. Even after this word, you have to join with the next word. For 3 words, you have to join together. فَاتَّقُوا النَّارَ الَّتِي. نَارَ الَّتِي. You have to join this also. So فَاتَّقُوا النَّارَ الَّتِي. After فَاتَّقُوا, then noon has shadda. So we have all learned in the first tajweed class. Noon mushaddada, you should do gunna. فَاتَّقُوا النَّارَ الَّتِي. You should do gunna properly in noon. فَاتَّقُوا النَّارَ الَّتِي وقودها الناس والحجارة. وقودها الناس والحجارة. وقاف, you should pronounce properly. وقودها ha from the throat. وقودها الناس والحجارة. وقودها الناس, noon mushaddada, you should do gunna again. وقودها الناس والحجارة. والحجارة, half from the throat. حجارة, when you're stopping, ta marbuta, this thing is called ta marbuta. We learned while rules of stopping. So you have to make it into a ha sukun. والحجارة. And you have to pronounce the ha properly, like you're releasing your breath. والحجارة. Ha should be clear. أعدت للكافرين. أعدت للكافرين. So عدت للكافرين. Ain from the throat. Ain from the throat. عدت. You have to stop here. You have to not do kalkala. عدت. That is wrong.
A doubt.
Yes, Michelle.
There is it is there. You said that.
I said عدت.
Okay.
So as Michelle said, actually it was not, I said Oidat properly, but this is a confusing part where after Hamza, after Alif, there is a Ain. So Alif and Ain are almost same pronouncing, but there are differences in it. So it should be U'iddat, U'iddat. So it should not be U'iddat. The first is Hamza, first is Alif. So you should not do first ayn uiddat. Even the same is in like a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. So there you know, right, after after alif there is a ayn. So both of them are almost same. How to pronounce them is almost same. So many people have heard, many people, almost everyone, many people, they say a'udhu billahi. They're starting with an ayn, but that is wrong. So we have to do first. It should be a'udhu first, hamza, then ayn. It should be clear. Many people make this mistake. Um, okay. So many people are not understanding what I'm saying, because this is not any tajweed rule or something. Ihsan, so Ihsan, I know, I think you're not understanding. So there's not any confusing thing. So it's just as after Hamza. So here Uiddat, after Alif, there's a Ain coming. So you can, if you pronounce it normally, a a a. If you pronounce like it will be as a tongue twister. You will make a mistake. So you see, try to pronounce like just for fun. Try on your own to pronounce alif then ain for 5 times. Try to pronounce like that. I'm Yeah, most of you will make a mistake in it, because those are like almost same, but there is like a difference. Ain a little more, there's a difference there. So those are like just I just gave an example. So they'll become a tongue twister when you read it again and again. So that's why um, when I someone asks you to do ayn first, and when someone asks you to say alif first and ayn, then there'll be some mistake in anything. So maybe you'll say an ayn first. So many people in a'udhu billahi. That's I gave an example like that. A'udhu billahi. You know, if you break it down, it'll be first alif, then ayn. So a'udhu. That is how you write it. Many people may have not known this. A'udhu. A'udhu. So first you have to do the hamza, then ayn. So many people first they do the ayn, then hamza, or maybe they do both ayn. So many people do like that. Many people make mistake in it. A'udhu, a'udhu. That's wrong. So first is hamza. A'udhu. So in the makhraj of the letters, we learned in the first class. We learned a, 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 a. So these both are different. That's why this is a confusing part. So there are some places in the Quran where after Hamza Ain comes. So I'm just saying there'll be a confusion there. So first you have to pronounce Hamza, then Ain. Yeah, Aidat. So see, Aidat. That is wrong. That is not correct. So if you can listen, Aidat. That's wrong. I'm saying the Ain first. So you have to not say the ayn first. U'iddat, 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 u'iddat. So first is hamza, then ayn. That is the correct way. So when you guys say this to me, I'm saying most of you will make a mistake in this. So try to learn this properly. Try to not make this mistake. So inshallah you will not make it. I'll read this ayah again, ayah number 24. فإن لم تفعلوا ولن تفعلوا فاتقوا النار التي وقودها الناس والحجارة أعدت للكافرين. Okay, so we have finished ayah number 23 and 24. So usually I make someone I make someone read these two ayahs. I'll do that inshallah. Only two people can read it. I'm doing another thing before that. Yeah, so yeah, Hanun asked it out in the chat. So yeah, these two ayahs, the hifz of these two ayahs, you should send on WhatsApp. What we'll be doing on Tuesday is a revision class. So revision class, we are going to read number 1 to 24. We are going to revise it. So most of you may have forgot that. So the ayahs you learn is not for forgetting. You have to try not to forget them. So if once you're by hearting, try not to forget them. Um, so yeah, you have to send it personally to me, Shahan. You have to send it personally to me. I know I think most of you have my number, WhatsApp. You can send it personally. Yeah. So before two of you can read the ayahs, um, yeah. So here you can see there are many gunnas. So for the last 3 weeks, as I told you, we have been learning gunna, noon sukun, gunna again and again. So let's see how much all of you can remember. So I'll point out a place. You have to say me what is the rule there. So let me see if the tajweed classes are the what I teach in tajweed is you're learning it. If you're learning it or not, I'll just ask a few questions. Um, so anyone can raise their hand to answer. Each person will get only one chance. Okay, 1 minute. People who raise their hand, 1 minute. Let me ask the question. Um, yeah. So okay. First, I'll ask from these ayahs. So, ayah number 24. Fa'illam. Fa'illam. What is the rule there? Anyone?
Can I say?
Yes, Hanun.
إدغام بلا غنة.
Yes, perfect. Mashallah, very good. Yeah, so it is idgham bila gunna. Hanun said it correctly. Mashallah, Hanun. Yeah, so now I'll give one more. Only on noon sukun and tanween. Only on the rules which we learned last few weeks. Not every rule. Um, yeah, okay. So ayah number 23. وَادْعُوا شُهَدَاءَكُم مِّن دُونِ اللَّهِ مِن دُونِ اللَّهِ أقسى.
إدغام بالغنة.
Here أقسى مِن دُونِ اللَّهِ.
Can I say?
It is not idgham bi gunna. I've told in the class, idgham bi gunna has 4 letters: ya, noon, mim, and wav. So here it is dal. So which yeah. So anyone else? Shahan.
Can I?
I don't know the proper name. It's for something.
Yeah, ikhfa. So
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, ikhfa. Correct, Shahan. Mashallah, very good. Yeah, so the names also you don't have to remember all the like the other names which I told, the Mr. Clear, those other ones, do not remember that. The Arabic names, the 5 names you have to remember: Ilhar, Idgham bi gunna, and Idgham bila gunna, Iqlaab, and Ikhfa. These are the 5. Actually, there are 4. One is actually Idgham bi gunna and Idgham bila gunna. So you have to remember these names. Yeah, so maybe one more question. Um, one minute. Okay. Summum bukmun. Summum bukmun. Here summum bukmun. Here what is the rule? After summum bukmun, you have to do gunna. So what is the rule there? Anyone? Shahanu. The circle is not actually not there. After the saw is not there. Meme, then next bukmun ba. Yeah,
Can I
correct.
say?
Hanun, you got a chance. Let someone else say. Like you all, I know you know all the rules. Mashallah, very good. Anyone else? Isn't there anyone who knows this rule? Come on.
Can I say?
Yes, Aksa.
Iqlaab.
Perfect, mashallah, very good, Aksa. Yes, it is iqlab. Oh, that was not so hard. Iqlab was easy. Like you can see the meme sign here. I told there's a symbol. So I thought most of you will easily get it, but you took only Aksa got it. No problem. So I want all of you to read, Shahan. I want all of you to read the. I mean, try to learn the tajweed. So inshallah, after like most of the almost all of the tajweed is almost getting over. So only 4 to 5 rules are left, the big ones. Only 4 to 5 big rules are left. So if I finish that, inshallah, then it will be one by one. You guys will be taking the class. So I'll just recite the ayam. So I will ask you to say the rule. With that, I can grade you as well. I can give you grades on how much you know the tajweed. Inshallah, we'll be doing like that. So yeah. So anyone, so like today we learned ayah number 23 and 24. So maybe one person can read ayah number 23 and one person can read ayah number 24. Anyone who would like to read?
Can I?
Yeah, okay, Hanu.
Can I read?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وإن كنتم في ريب مما نزلنا على عبدنا فأتوا بسورة من مثله وادعوا شهداءكم شهداءكم من دون الله إن كنتم صادقين.
MashaAllah, Barakallah fikum. Very good, Hanun. You did it perfectly, MashaAllah. All the gunnas were done perfectly, MashaAllah. Very good. Jazakallah khair, Hanun. For the next ayah, Michelle.
Okay. Next ayah, or else
Yeah.
should I read
No,
both?
next ayah. Ayah number 24.
فإن لم تفعلوا ولن تفعلوا فاتقوا النار التي وقودها الناس والحجارة أعدت للكافرين.
Michelle, أعدت. That has shadda. أعدت.
أعدت.
Yeah, perfect. MashaAllah. MashaAllah, very good, Michelle. Jazakallah khair, Michelle. Yeah, so before we finish the class, I didn't say you where to stop. So in the 23rd ayah, like Hanun stopped ala abdina, you can stop there. Or best place is to be surah, you can stop there. Then you can stop shuhada akum, and min dunillah also you can stop. Remember, like there's no stopping sign here, so that's why if you're stopping anywhere you should take from back and the side, so be careful on that. Yeah, and the second ayah, there is a stopping sign, wal hijara. So if you're stopping before it, it's better to stop walan taf'alu fattaqun nar allati. You can stop there. Fattaqun nar allati. You can stop there and you can continue fattaqun nar allati waquduha an-nas wal hijara, and you can stop hijara wa iddat lil kafirin. Okay, so we can finish up this class. So today we learned two rules in tajweed, iqlaab and ikhfaa'a, and we learned ayah number 23 and 24 of Surah Al Baqara. So I will like to remind you again. So next week, on Tuesday, so until Tuesday, I want all of you to learn these two ayahs. They're not so hard, only almost not even 4 lines. So um, all of you can learn it. I know, inshallah. So all of you can learn it. So what I've told, I'm reminding you again. You have to send these on WhatsApp until Tuesday. I'll try my best. Maybe I will have some problems, but I'll try my best to correct it and send it to you back.
Okay.
Yeah, inshallah. And on Tuesday, we can conduct a revision of these 24 ayahs. Everyone, I would like to remember everyone that from now onwards, since we finished almost 2 pages, I'm going to go a little more faster.
Yeah.
In the sense, faster. People don't play with my screen. So I'll stop this sharing. 1 minute. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so from today onwards, like from next week onwards, I'm going to take a little more ayahs, because anyways you guys are getting better. But I'm almost finished 2 pages, mashallah. So you finished 2 pages, so that's why we'll go a little faster. We can complete faster. um Inshallah, we can do that. Okay, with this we can finish the class. وآخر دعوانا عن الحمد لله رب العالمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay.